This is Love Notes, daily devotions from Holy Trinity Lutheran Church. Grace and peace to you. Today, Augustine, in his Confessions, ponders about why it takes us so long to get ourselves open to God. Why do we keep playing around with this whole conversion and confession idea? He says, with abandon, I uttered pitiful words. And here he's talking about his own conversion. This is a section of the Confessions where he's recounting that moment when he finally sorted through all of the mess of his life, all of the knots he'd tied himself into, and it came to him that God alone was the answer. With abandon, I uttered pitiful words. How long will it be? Tomorrow? No, the next tomorrow? Why not now? Why can't this hour be the end of the disgusting state I'm in? So he's crying out and he's saying, why is it taking so long to save me? Why is it taking me so long to understand you, God? Why am I still in this sorry state that I find myself? I was saying these things and weeping with agonizing anguish in my heart. Then, he says, I heard a voice from the household next door, the voice of someone, a little boy or a little girl, I don't know which, incessantly and insistently chanting, pick it up, read it, pick it up, read it. I got control over the onslaught of my tears and got up, construing the chant as a straightforward divine command to open a book and read the chapter I first found there. I'd put down a book of the Apostle Paul's letters when I got up. I grabbed it and opened it, and I read in silence the passage on which my eyes first fell. Don't clothe yourselves in raucous dinner parties and drunkenness, not in the immorality of sleeping around, not in feuds and competition, but clothe yourselves in the Master, Jesus Christ, and do not make provision for the body and its inordinate desires. For whatever reason, and if you read Augustine's Confession, you will find out why this is such a meaningful verse. All of a sudden, he says, I didn't want to read further, and there was no need. The instant I finished this sentence, my heart was virtually flooded with light of relief and certitude, and all the darkness of my hesitation scattered away. Here is his conversion. And it came when finally a child's voice came and says, pick it up, read it, pick it up. Why had it taken him so long? This is in a later part of the book. He accounts for all of the gymnastics he's done to try to figure God out. He has witnessed to his own procrastination, which was born of his fear of losing things, fear of losing friends, fear of being mocked, his stagnation in the way of life that he was giving, how easy it is to fall back into old habits. I mean, I could ask the same question in some sense. Why can't this be the hour that ends the disgusting state I'm in? I've been trying to lose weight and be healthier for 50 years. What's the problem? Is the answer as simple as pick it up and read it? Maybe. He witnesses here to a state of human affairs called homeostasis. No matter how messed up we or a relationship gets, we would rather stay in the messed up state that calls for no change than to do the hard work of changing. This is a central principle to people recovering from addictions, to families torn apart by dysfunction. They have to change things in order to move forward, and that disrupts homeostasis. Augustine witnesses to the fact that this is the moment where the homeostasis finally caved in, and he read it. We get mired down in the what ifs, the speculation, the things we might lose, and all of the other things that keep us from being more deeply attuned to God, to giving up the way of life that's killing us. And here, Augustine witnesses to the fact that a child's voice saying, "Pick it up and read it," was what it finally took. No philosophy, no long-winded arguments, but an encounter with a few verses from the Apostle Paul that said, don't get wrapped up in the things of this world. Instead, put on Christ as your clothing. Could it be that simple? Could light and hope and faith be that easy? I think the words are easy and God makes the grace easy. I think it's staying stuck that makes it hard. Amen.